Hey, welcome back to 10 So I got got a package today. Gord just dropped it off for me. He says it's for, he says this package is for risky business. He says this is the lower ball joint that I need to fix my extra camber situation that's going on here. Or his extra camber situation, I should say. So let's open this up and see what they sent us. I would like to point out that this box says Sierra Collection or Sierra Madre Collection. So I don't know what he sent me, but would you look at that? It's a ball joint. It is a ball joint. Looks like the right one, which is good. And a new eccentric. Oh, okay. I see this goes in here somehow and does some cambery eccentric things. That would explain why the box said something about Porsche alignment camber adjusts. Well, why don't we put this thing on then? All right. Well, it looks like this is the only tool you need. A 19mm wrench or socket or some way to get this nut off. And these two also nuts. And then probably a big hammer to knock what's left of this tapered ball out of here. Gord was driving down the road the other day and stuffed this wheel up into the fender pretty hard and ripped the ball joint out. And he, in the process, those hoses there and that other one up there, this one, I think they may have already been damaged. This looks pretty crispy to begin with. The other side of it isn't too hot either, but we're gonna leave the hoses alone for today, and we'll just get this ball joint out of the way. Well, somebody wanted to make sure that the nuts didn't come loose. That's good. It is a German car. Gotta make sure it's good and tight, yeah? That's how I learned anyways. I would ask the mechanic that I was learning from, how tight should this be? Do you know what the torque spec is? And he would say, good and tight. Yeah. Well, that's the two bolts holding that on. It looks like there is already a camber adjuster in that one. Well, that seems to be more well connected than I was anticipating. But I'll get this nut off of here and we'll continue on. I'll just need to find the right size wrench, because that ratcheting wrench doesn't fit in there. The most frightening part about doing ball joints and tie rods and all sorts of other suspension things with taper fit rod ends is, you know, you're loosening this nut off and hoping that taper doesn't decide to just let loose and smash your knuckles into the side of the car, most likely the backing plate, because it's nice and sharp. And then how do you hold that thing and also finish getting the nut off so you can actually get it out of the car? Sometimes you got to cut them in half. It's just a real pain in the neck. Hold it with some vice grips. No room for a power tool in here. Well, at least I can get more than a full swing of the wrench at a time. Now, if I were doing this and wanting to reuse this ball joint, I would leave this nut on to protect the threads, and then I would smash right here, like crazy until the taper let go. But today, I don't care about the threads or this ball joint. So I'm just going to smash on it mercilessly until something happens. And 6 or 7 hits of the hammer to get that off. It's not too shabby. It just sucks when you have to hit it 47,000 times to get it to come off. Then you get a real forearm workout with the little baby sledgehammer. Okay, now I gotta figure out how to get the rest of this off of here. It doesn't want to play nice. See, there's a hexagon in there. I'll just see what size that is and put it in the other one, try and give it a little jiggle. Oh, it's two-way adjustable. Okay. That one is not loose. To chime in and tell me that's not the right way to work on a Porsche, that'd be great. I would love to know what the correct way to do this is, but I'll figure it out, me and my hammer. It still hasn't budged, but yeah, I'll figure it out. Unfortunately, there's going to be more hammering, so, you know, do the thing. Ratchet strap this thing back a little bit out of the way. Beautiful. Well, maybe I can just unscrew this. Don't tell me this was threaded the whole time. No, I don't think it's threaded. It's just really, really corroded. Oh yeah. Got nothing there. There we go. One broken ball joint removed. Well, I cleaned up this one first, and then I went and put it into the new ball joint. It's quite a bit of size difference. In the old one, it is a tight fit, so I'm going to reuse this caster eccentric bushing that was in the back of the old one and put it up in the front of the new one for camber adjustment, or vice versa. I don't really know how much different these two are from each other than the shape is a little bit different, and this one has a little bit more of a sideways hole in it. But you know, if you rotate it, you're going to get the same sort of adjustment out of it. So I guess what we'll do now is put some anti-seize compound on these studs for the next guy. Yeah, I think that ought to work. I believe we're going to run out of thread here. I think this old aluminum ball joint was a little bit thicker than this newer steel one. That's why we're bottoming out here. Yeah, not quite enough threads on there. There's enough threads on the back one. I guess we'll just put a couple of washers under that stud and that'll be good. Okay. So we'll make sure those are back to good and tight. There we go. Pop this. Oh. Well, that's interesting. How are you supposed to get that on there? Look at me, I'm taking this off again. Yay! I didn't have a manual for this car, so hence why I'm doing this blindly. It looks simple. 3 nuts. What could go wrong? It's just a ball joint. 1 wrench. What could go wrong? Well, at least I've exercised these threads now. They should be good to go for a minute. This is a very interesting way to adjust the alignment. I've never seen a double eccentric on a ball joint before, but then again, I don't work on a lot of Porsches. This one is okay by me because it's got actual lug nuts and not wheel bolts. Yeah, not a fan of wheel bolts. But this one's okay. It's got a V8, and it makes the right vroom vroom noises, and also it's got lug nuts, so we can be friends. Yeah, I don't mind this design. You can actually adjust the caster and camber from under the car on an alignment rack, like a normal person. I mean, assuming that they aren't completely corroded in there after having sit for 44 years. But at least this side will be easy to adjust. Excuse me, Alan, if you wouldn't mind letting go now. It's time to go, Alan. Hey! Okay, and that is all that there is to a 928 ball joint. I mean, at least this one. Now I just have to find the wheel wherever that ended up, and put it back on. Catch you in the next one.